Want to save over $600 today? Want to get the plays of all 10 PickNation.com handicappers today for free? I'm talking over $600 of football action free today, no strings attached. Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here, General Manager of the world's largest online sports gambling community, PickNation.com. Right now, you can get the plays of all 10 handicappers at PickNation.com for free simply by using our one-day free all-access pass. And free really means free. Just go to PickNation.com, click on the free one-day all-access pass, and you'll get all the plays of all 10 handicappers for free today. That's over $600 of action on the house. Why am I doing it? Because I'm that confident that I built a staff of the nation's premier handicappers, guys that can make you money this season. What better way to prove it than by giving you all their action today for free, no strings attached. What are you waiting for? Check out the free one-day all-access pass right now over on PickNation.com. If you like money and fantasy football, you're going to love this free offer to make money with DraftStreet.com. In fact, you've got a chance to win my money because I'm running a $300 league today where the top 7 finish in the money. Hi guys, Al DeMarco here, and today you'll be competing against my team and amongst yourselves to win my money. Fantasy sports have changed over the years, making them more lucrative. No more waiting to get paid at the end of the season. With DraftStreet.com, you get instant gratification. Here's the deal. Go to DraftStreet.com right now. Enter this code, DeMarco, my last name. That's going to get you access to my league today. Entry costs absolutely nothing. It's free to play for a shot at winning my money. You have a $100,000 salary cap to draft your team. You've got until the 1 p.m. Eastern Time kickoffs to set your roster, and the winners will be determined when the Monday night game is over. Remember, the top 7 finish in the money with my $300 at stake. Go to DraftStreet.com, use the passcode DeMarco, build your team now. Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here with Steve Budin. We're back for our next segment. We'll resume looking at the games in just a moment. You just saw a commercial a minute ago about the all-access pass, and quickly we wanted to touch on that once again. Guys, this is how you can sample our wares, our plays, our analysis, not just mine and Steve's, but the plays of all the handicappers at PickNation.com for free, no strings attached. And I know when people hear, oh, you're going to get something for free from a handicapper, they immediately think of those charlatans that are on TVs going, absolutely free, absolutely free. That's bogus. Those are scams, guys. Listen, we're 100% online business at PickNation.com. You can get all of our plays for free by using the one-day all-access pass.
Right, so you're out there watching the show for the last 5 weeks, ready to jump in, you're on the fence, you hear what we're saying, you like what you're seeing, but you just need that little kick over the line. Well, what's your excuse now? Now you've got every single one of the top handicappers in the country absolutely free, no reason not to do it. You got to get involved. Now's the time.
Right, and at PickNation.com, you use the one-day free all-access pass. And understand, guys, if you had bought the 10, 11 handicappers individually, it would cost you over $600 today. We don't want anything. You're getting it for free, all our analysis. It's not like you're going to get this and then we're going to try to sell you that. No, there is only this, the all-access pass, and you get it all the plays for free over at PickNation.com. Prior to the break, Steve had given you his impression on the Oakland-Cleveland game. This, to me, is one of the most mispriced games on the board today, considering that the Raiders are going to come out playing with emotion, playing with momentum coming off the road upset of Houston, and, of course, the emotion coming from the ceremony. I'm sure they're going to commemorate longtime owner Al Davis, who passed away last weekend. This is a team that just can put points on the board in droves. I mean, the good news is they average 27 points a game and 382 yards a game in total offense. Of course, the bad news is I have to point out that they give up 26 points a game and 422 yards a game defensively. But I don't see Cleveland with Peyton Hillis there, with Colt McCoy there. I just don't see this team that has dropped 10 of its last 12 against the spread being able to do enough damage offensively to that Raiders defense, taking advantage of the Silver and Black's defensive deficiencies, and try to say that 3 times quickly. So I think this is a great price. I don't understand why the Raiders aren't favored by 7.5.
Yeah, the Raiders are flying high. The only worry is emotional overload. Sometimes it just could become too much to handle. That's why I really like them in the first half. That being said, they got the best running back in the league, and don't underestimate their toughness. This is a team that I saw play the Jets a few weeks back, and the Jets are a tough team. They're not playing good right now, but they're certainly tough, and they beat the you-know-what out of the Jets on both both sides of the ball. Their offensive line, killing them. Their defensive line, killing them. Now, they get called for a lot of defensive penalties in that game, but they were aggressive type of penalties, you know, headhunting type of penalties. They've toned that down, but they've kept their aggression up. I like the Raiders. That's why they're flying high.
Okay, so we're both in agreement there on the Raiders. You like them in the first half especially. I like them as side. By the way, Trace Adams, who was on earlier in the program, he liked the over in this game at 44.5. And I got to tell you, I can see it going that way as well.
You got 3 bets on this game. That you don't have to bet anything else.
Hey, guys, want to quickly talk about DraftStreet.com. Fantasy football, you've got a chance to win $300 of my money with the weekly free contest we're running in conjunction with DraftStreet.com. You go over to DraftStreet, you enter my last name, DeMarco. If you can't spell it by now, I can't help you. You've seen it all day long here on the TV screen. Enter DeMarco. That gets you free entry into the league. Now, unlike old-fashioned fantasy leagues, old-fashioned rotisserie leagues, this is instant gratification where everybody involved here, payoff is right after the Monday night game between the Jets and the Dolphins.
Hundreds of players come in every single week. The good news is if you've been playing the contest before this week, you can enter it again. You can enter it every single week, and we're going to have it every single week till Al goes broke. And trust me, he ain't going broke. So that's good news. Obviously, I'll be entering the contest. You shouldn't be too worried about that. I'm trying to break 150 again this week. Al's coming 7th place 2 weeks in a row now. He's the real deal, obviously.
Hey, listen, after the amount of money I won with the Lions as my biggest play of the year on Monday night, I'm not going broke anytime soon, and neither are my clients. But you're right. I finished 7th 2 straight weeks. A guy by the username J.R. Kindle won the league last week, had a hell of a lineup. Drew Brees and Eli Manning and Fred Jackson, A.J. Green, picked the 49ers as his defensive stat team. They won 48-3. Great play that was. I had them too, by the way, FYI, but I finished 7th for the second straight week. What Steve was referring to, by the way, in terms of breaking 150 is that Steve has somehow managed to finish 148th 2 weeks ago and 149th last week. To me, I think the over-under on you breaking 150, it's slim and none, but that's just my personal opinion.
And Slim left town, right?
Yes, and DraftStreet.com, check it out. That's where you can go ahead and get free entry by using my last name, DeMarco, into this week's contest. Next game, we're going to hold the New England-Dallas game, if you're going in Vegas order, for the last portion of the show. Let's quickly talk about Chicago, Minnesota. The Bears coming off another lackluster performance against Monday. Listen, I won with the Lions on Monday night, but I'm darn lucky to have won because Lions, again, didn't really play great defensively against the Bears. Matt Forte had a good game. Jay Cutler had a good game, despite the fact that Cutler was running for his life nonstop. How the Chicago Bears GM, whose name escapes me at the moment, how they did not go out and bolster that offensive line when they saw last year Cutler had no protection. It's phenomenal the season that this guy is having. A guy who gets a lot of criticism.
For not being tough enough.
Right.
He's the toughest guy I've ever seen in my life.
And he keeps producing despite the fact that he gets no protection. Now they're back at home. They're a 3-point favorite against a Minnesota team. The big deal, they finally won a game, ran Adrian Peterson like crazy.
You've been saying that every week. Arizona. They need to run Adrian Peterson more. I mean, they should just listen to you.
I mean, they had 3 touchdowns. He had 3 touchdowns running in the first half. They opened a big lead against Arizona and held on to it for once. I just don't see how Minnesota competes in this game. I mean, this is a team that's failed to cover 5 of its last 6 against the division. They've only covered 5 of their last 17 with a push overall. I think the Bears are the play here, and they swept the series last year.
I'm with you. Donovan McNabb on the farewell tour, goes to Chicago where he was born, and chokes again. So that's the way I'm going. I'm going with the Bears at home. I think it's a must-win for them.
Oh, absolutely, and especially since they've already lost to the Packers and lost to the Lions in division play. Minnesota, is going to find out that Chicago can play a little defense. I took away from that Monday night game how well Cutler played under pressure and how the Bears really handcuffed an explosive, high-scoring Detroit offense.
And the reemergence of Forte. They had to get back to their running game. That, if nothing else, will keep Cutler off the ground.
Hey, guys, quick reminder, if you missed any portion of the show, if you want to see Trace Adams' contributions, hit 2 out of 3 of his free picks earlier last week and gave you 3 more free picks earlier in this program. Remember, you can catch it in its entirety at picknation.com. We've got 2 more big games to cover, and we'll be back in just a moment to wrap up Sunday's show.